Alright, what's up y'all, it's LakerFan here. As y'all can see by the title of today's video, we're here to talk about how to defend slashers in NBA2K20. Now I may regret posting this because it's giving away all my secrets on how I go at people, and I'm giving y'all the tips and all the keys to stopping me. So again, I'm gonna need some support on this video. I hope y'all enjoy. If you do, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. Let's try this to 500 likes in the first 24 hours as well. But anyway, you can see it's going to be interior force at their big man spot, whereas I have my pure slasher and it's the slasher title at our big man spot. So then they have a rebounding guard as well. We have the facilitating finisher at the 1 with Dope, who is a play lock as well. And then like I said, for me, I got my pure slasher out here, 99 driving dunk and all that stuff. So you're going to see there are a couple situations where I'm teaching you guys how I would defend myself personally and how this guy should have been defending me. And then I'm going to be showing you guys how I defend him as well. So like I said, he's an interior force. He's a lot taller of a pure slash than me. I'm 6'8". I believe he's around probably 6'10" or maybe 6'11". I will say if you go 6'11" with that type of pie chart with the pure slash, it definitely becomes a little bit less effective unless you go low on the weight. If you go low on the weight, you end up with, like, you know, the driving dunk that you need to get contact dunks. However, again, in my opinion, as far as being a good slasher, to be a small forward is the best way you can go about it because you get all three of the driving contact dunks. I don't think the standing dunks are all that important, but you're going to see. I get a decent contest on that. I feel like if you can force a slasher to take a standing layup, that's a good defend. Alright y'all, now this part of the video right here, how to stop slashers. This is my method. I'm putting y'all on. I hope you enjoy this and I hope you enjoy the video. Now, right on that last possession, you saw I was holding B on the hop on his offhand. So I'm trying to guard that left side hop that you could see, and I'm pushing him sort of toward my wing defender. However, he kind of took advantage of the fact that I wasn't in the right position off rip. Now this one right here, again, you can see I'm trying to push him into my wing defender to kind of collapse on a contact dunk attempt, if you will, and me holding B also makes him not want to do that contact dunk. Now you're gonna see right here, I'm gonna play this in slow motion in like frames, right? So you're gonna see again, he drives. Dope is helping off the wing. It's forcing him to not feel like he wants to do that contact dunk. I'm telling y'all straight up, and you're gonna see me do it later, and I actually did pull off the contact dunk. It's so rare though, and I know it's a bad example that I'll be showing y'all, but anyway, again, I'm forcing him to do the hop. I know he's gonna do the hop, so I don't have to worry about jumping because Dope's dropping down, right? So I don't have to worry about jumping to kind of defend a contact dunk, because there's gonna be two things you have to worry about. It's contact dunk and hop dunk for the most part. There's a couple other things maybe, but it's, you know, they're the two most effective moves. So again, you see he does the hop. I already know it's coming. Boom, I'm going to jump on the hop attempt and get the 100% smothered. Again, I have 8 defensive badges, not the highest interior defense or, you know, ratings of as far as that goes. I have silver intimidator, bronze rim protector, like silver pogo, I think, as well. Now you see, I will say this too, and I wanted to mention this in the video. I've seen, you know, and actually I'll talk to the defense one more. So again, you see I'm playing the offhand, go for the defend on the hop rather than actually try to worry about the contact dunk. However, he gets up another standing layup. Long story short, those aren't good shots. I really want y'all to kind of keep that in mind. Like the standing layups, no matter what your build is, are a bad shot. And if I had a better defender out here, you know, more than 8 defensive badges, like if it were my finisher build, and the only reason that we have this lineup out here with me and Dope is, you know, to kind of do the toxic stuff where if I have a great defender on me, like a 7'3" pure rim, and Dope has like a 6'1" PLAYSHARP, then it's going to make complete sense for me to go to the corner, shoot off his dimer and floor general and stuff like that. Again, you see I'm playing the offhand, holding B to not worry about getting contact dunked. I'm going to run this back one more time, and then we're going to talk about some offensive stuff as far as me slashing and what he should do to defend me better. But again, you can see I'm forcing him to go left. I'm kind of anticipating that I'm not going to get that much help from Dope here, however, so I'm kind of trying to stay a little bit more toward the middle to be able to defend a contact dunk possibly. But holding B like this is going to make him absolutely not want to go for a contact dunk. I don't know who here plays as like a true slasher. And this is why I don't bring all this video too often of how to actually guard these, because I don't play too many good slashers in the first place. And this guy, you can make the case, wasn't really that great of a slasher either. Now you're going to see a lot of the stuff that I do, it's a little bit outside the box than you would see most other slashers do. So I'm going to reference the great late Kobe Bryant, where I remember watching an interview from him one time, and I remember this is like really cool information hearing from him. But long story short, he wasn't the best ball handler. Obviously, he's not some James Harden ISO dude where it's going to be one-on-one all game. And in the era of basketball back then where it was a lot more crowded in the paint, there wasn't so much room for isolation and stuff like that. So you're going to see a lot of the time in this game right here, or even in just 2K20, I do a lot of moving around off ball when people try to play me too tight. It allows for less defense to be focused on me. And say I have the ball in my hand at all times during every single game, people are going to collapse from the corner. They're going to make it really annoying. I have low pass accuracy on this player as well, so it's gonna be tough to make all that stuff work. Now you're gonna see right here, they put the lockdown onto me, and I got Gold Space Creator ready for these types of situations. Boom, I hit the hop. Now, however, that dude was kind of sleeping on dope in the corner, and I was expecting him to be able to shoot that, but again, I'm moving around off ball, trying to get slick with this stuff, and I got that bronze slippery on me. You already know. So again, that is a major key. Being able to move around off ball is a low-key, really slept-on thing. And you can see I only got bronze Lob City finisher on as well. I, in this style of ISO, don't expect to do too much of that, but in the situations that I do, I would expect that it's probably wide open rather than my pick and roll slips, if you will, and pick and roll contested finishes versus hedge defense. But anyway, you can see he gets the poke on me right there. That is another good opportunity for anybody with good steal rating on how to defend slashers. I would definitely say you could play the exact same defense I do, but instead of holding B, just go for steals on those offhand hop dunks and stuff like that. Generally, you can poke the ball out sometimes if you hit the hop like right as you go for the steal. But again, I'm keeping this dude a little bit of distance away from me because I don't want to get hit with the same exact, off ball lobs and stuff as I was hitting him with. But again, I want to teach y'all how to defend this like baseline stuff too. So knowing, and this is why I say I would much rather play against a whole pure slasher like him than a two-way slashing playmaker, because y'all know what's going to happen if you play against a two-way slashing playmaker. He's going to shoot this thing every single time and green it, all right? And that's why I don't understand why people sit here complain about how hard slashers are to guard every single time. I understand slashing is broken, where a two-way slashing playmaker can still get contact dunks on you, yet, shoot wide open shots like that every single time and not worry about it, whereas with a whole pure slasher or like a true finishing build, the only thing you have to worry about is guarding the paint. All you have to do is have a method of how to guard that. And as long as you have somebody that's above 6'8" with 8 to 10 defensive badges, you're perfectly fine. And I can't understand why 6'10" plus, or even like 7 foot plus rim sharps or pure rims or finishing defenders and stuff like that sit here and complain about how they can't guard slashers. I've never understood that because it's not that hard to do. However, I will say no cocky stuff, but to guard me can be a whole lot more complicated than that. Now right here, you see that was a horrible, as I talk about that, I get the most patch made bailout nonsense of anything like to do with slashers. However, you guys know the slash takeover is a whole different animal, but again, now this right here, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I talk about how great I am and blah blah blah, all this stuff, listen, I'm partly joking, but anyway, this right here, I'm gonna explain to y'all. This should not work so often. Like, and I'm so sorry for the pause menu. It's been popping up a lot more than I wanted to. But anyway, triple threat, boom. I go for the contact dunk right here. Now I will say maybe the second defender just wasn't close enough to me as I go for this. But I'm telling y'all, when two people are in the paint like this, it's so hard to get contact dunks. They just fail so often. And for, like I said, my dude's lack of pass accuracy, it makes it really tough to make those split decisions to pass to the corner right there instead of go up on the double team. But anyway, like I said, my dude kind of just an animal. 99 driving dunk. However, like I said, I just don't see too much of an opportunity where I feel like having that high driving dunk really benefits you all that much. In my opinion, for anybody that wants to just kind of stem off the topic of how to guard slashers, and we're going to talk about how good really are slashers, I just feel like for my liking, they're good at what they're supposed to be good at. Like, you don't really see too many slashers be out here playing insane defense or like insane ball handling ability, unless you have kind of next level thinking on this stuff like me with the normal 14 hop jumper. I'm just saying, you don't see too many slashers do what they're not supposed to do. Whereas the two-way slashing playmaker, boom, playmaking defense, right? You'd think like, okay, that's what it's supposed to be good at. Well, it's actually able to green every single shot it takes from the top of the key and get contact dunks and hop dunk just as good as a slasher. So what are we really talking about here as far as like how slashers are hard to guard? Alright y'all, so this is another major key right here. You're going to see how they defend me in this situation. It's 19 points. They're probably okay with a three-pointer going up right here. So what they're going to do, and I'm going to explain the genius behind this kind of defense right here. So, like I said, it's 2 points and the game's over. So the best thing you can do is possibly, like I said, just have Dope put up a contested three, maybe just a three he's expecting to shoot. But you're going to see they layer this. It's going to be a lockdown trying to bump me at the top, and then a big man kind of just helping off a weak shooter in the corner. Not saying Dope's a bad shooter in any sense of it, but again, I'm kind of just saying with a playmaking defender build in that corner spot, and then there's 2 points and the game's over, you're probably going to anticipate to do something like that as far as defense goes. He gets a good defend on me. At the end of the day, like I said, if you're a good defender, it shouldn't be too hard to stop this type of slasher ISO. And I don't know why people think it's so hard in the first place. I'm gonna put it like this too. There's a reason that slashers aren't considered to be the meta on twos. If they were the meta, you'd see a whole bunch of like finishers and slashers and stuff like that too. But what do you see? You see double play defenders, you see two-way slashing playmaker with the rim sharp. You never really see this build right here because it's so limited and its ceiling isn't quite as high as of two-way slashing playmakers or a playmaking glass or a post playmaker, whatever it may be. But again, moving around off ball, out here toasting people with their lack of speed. It's a beautiful thing, man. And again, you can see I go 9 for 10, but I didn't have too many ISO situations. I was probably able to get what, maybe 3 or 4 lobs in and got like maybe a contact dunk or 2, and then had a couple hop dunks along the way too. But again, all of that is just subject to, again, if you're tall and you can't defend a slasher, I just really don't know what the problem is. So again, I'm just going to go ahead and show y'all what I had for defensive ratings and how I was stopping this guy as far as, again, 18 points, 4 rebounds. He had 6 points on 3 for 7, and 2 of his makes were standing layups as well. I mean, he literally only made 1 actual driving layup or driving dunk or anything like that, slash takeover. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and make a cut, show y'all what I got with the defense. Also, as y'all can see, if you made it to the end of the last video that I recorded too, you know I just hit Elite 3, got the mascots and all that. I'll be explaining more of that as we get along with the content, but I got a lot of really good videos that I'm dropping in the next couple days or so, including this one in my opinion. But anyway, like I said, I'm just going to show y'all what I got with the defensive ratings. So we got 81 interior defense, 82 block, 80 rebound, 64 lateral quickness. I do have 90 vert and 84 strength and 85 speed. So again, as far as the physical pie charts go on this build, it's actually pretty solid. And not that the interior defense is absolute horrible. 81 interior D with 82 block is not that bad. But like I said, it could be a whole lot better. I could have, you know, like my finisher build at 6'9" with 90 interior D, 94 block. You know, Hall of Fame defensive badges, 21 of them as well, and still have literally the exact same physicals basically, and be an inch taller. But anyway, again, this is what I got right here that I'm working with, and as far as the badges go, this is literally all I can use. And it'd be even worse if I had to use brick wall, but you can see I literally have bronze on clamps, chase down artist, box, because I do be playing the big man spot, bronze rim protector, silver pogo, and silver intimidator. Now, if you're talking just playing the slashers, possibly I'd say take chase down artist off because you don't have to worry about getting chase downs if you're just playing in the paint. Whereas with a two-way slashing playmaker, you're gonna have to worry about chase downs because you got to play them tight. You got to guard the three-pointer, body them up, try to just force them into the paint and play for the chase downs. However, like I said, as far as guarding the slashers, I'd probably do something like this, but you never know who you're gonna play, so you can't just tailor your badges toward doing that every single time. Again, I want y'all to understand there are so many better defensive situations you could play against those slashers with, and generally you're not going to run no lock at the big man spot. Generally you're probably going to have a lock somewhere, and probably you're going to have 2 locks because that's just how this game works, alright? But I don't really be doing that stuff. So anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to drop a like, sub if you're new, turn on them noties, all that good stuff. If you made it to the end of the video, put Harry the Hawk in the comments. Just nah, don't put Harry. That sounds so dumb. Put Hawk in the comments to show your support that you made all the way through. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. And other than that, if we could try these to 500 likes in the first 24 hours, I'd really appreciate that. Let me know if you want to see this video coming up pretty soon too. I did a video talking about the difference between a good big and a bad big in NBA 2K20. That was yesterday's vid. If you guys want to see tomorrow's vid be the difference between a good slasher and a bad slasher, let me know. I could come right back with the 2v2 gameplay. I also have another 3v3 gameplay I want to put out. So again, I just hope y'all are here with the content. It's going to be some really good stuff. I'm glad to have got that all in literally one day. It's just insane. But anyway, on that, hope y'all enjoyed. Take it easy, man. Peace.